I was so heartbroken when I woke up from that surgery. But the first thing I said was, God, I thank you for my life. God, I thank you for my life. God, I will praise you through the circumstance. Y'all, what this has shown me is God had been showing me so much as far as what he's, as far as him doing, like what he's already poured into this year in me, but what he's going to do. And I just kept on talking to God like, please don't let everything you give to me cause division. Don't let the provision cause division between me and you. I was so focused on how God is and will pour the blessings into my life that I no longer seen heartache. I knew warfare was coming. I was in warfare. But I just no longer seen that I could go through a heartbreak and what that might do between me and God. But we made it. I talk to God every day. I can't do it without God. And I was saying that, but I was saying it in what he was walking me into, the goodness I seen. And let me be real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was in so much pain, mentally, emotionally, and physically, that I thought about being high and drunk. I wanted to be. I wanted to just get drunk and high and not feel anything. But I never went to the liquor store to buy no liquor, and I never hit nobody up to get no weed. But one of our friends had a grand opening. And I said, I'm about to get wasted. I'm about to get real drunk. And on the way there, I was feeling convicted about it. And I was like, God, I've been through so much. I can't have a day. I can't get a day. And I pretty much don't know. I'm about to get wasted. I'm about to get real drunk. And I was sitting there and we ride, and I'm telling you, we had about a 45-minute ride, okay? So we riding, and I'm like seeing how the night can go wrong with me being drunk. You know, like maybe I'll burst out in tears and just get real emotional, you know, or start having a great time and get wasted inappropriately, you know, like I'm down dancing or acting crazy, you know, just seeing how the night could go wrong by me being drunk. And I got the nerve to pray to God, like, God, just keep me together this one time. Let me just have a night of enjoyment and not think about what I'm going through. Like, this is what I'm talking to God about. Like, please just let me get drunk, but keep me safe and not look a fool. Like, and we get there, and I'm a tequila girl. That camera cut out again. I know this is really gonna bless somebody because this camera keep on cutting out. Okay, my husband would say it's because I'm long-winded, is why it's cutting out. But I know the real reason. Okay, I'm a tequila girl. Okay, so I go up and I'm trying to get my shot. All right, I'm about to get it going, get it hitting off. I go to get my shot, and she tell me they ain't got no tequila. And I'm like, well, what a bummer. I was really trying to get wasted today. I was really trying to get drunk, and they don't even got what I want. And she was like, well, you want a shot of Douce? And I thought about it, but I'm like, well, I'm about to get drunk fancier than I thought I was, Go on, pour me the drink. So she go get the shot, and I go sit down, and I tell my other sister-in-law, she was there with me, I'm about to get wasted, just kind of a heads up to her. It's about to go down, okay? And, I had brought her a drink, so we cheers, and I go on, tip that thing on back. And I actually thought about me getting sick because I haven't drank in so long. And the last time I did drink before I stopped drinking, well, the last few times, to be honest, made me sick. And so I was thinking, oh, that went down pretty smooth. My stomach ain't rumbling, nothing, And I was like, well, yeah, we done started now. So I'm like waiting, trying to see how I feel on it. My husband is wanting to dance, and I'm trying to enjoy myself with him. And I'm like, I'm trying to get another drink, I'm still thinking too much about my current situation. This is not, I can't have a good time here, so let me get another drink. I go over there, and my friend's not there, and the bartender is like, that'll be $9, And I'm like, well, then he was like, the card machine wasn't working. And I'm like, dang, I ain't even got no cash. And so that was over quickly, I couldn't even get drunk because we're in the middle of nowhere, and I don't have any cash. So I'm like, they start bringing out food, and already when I came home from the hospital, I was like, whatever, eating right ain't do nothing for me. I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, So they bringing out the chicken and the fish and all kind of stuff, and I'm like, let me get Eric a plate. I'm gonna make me a plate. I'm over there tearing that chicken up, And I was thinking, like, dang, Tasha, you so outside of your character right now. I was thinking that, like, I was wondering what Eric's brother and his girlfriend was feeling, because I actually didn't care. I didn't care. I was tearing that chicken up. I was going to take another drink if I got a hold of one. I really didn't care. I felt not myself, so I just wanted to forget about everything. And my stomach started cramping up real bad, that I had to go sit out in the car. And I'm sitting out in the car, and Eric came to check on me to see if I was okay and if I wanted to leave. And I'm like, no, we done drove too far now, enjoy yourself. I'll come back in when I'm feeling a little better. I'm going to just sit out here. And I was sitting out there, and I started feeling guilty about the drink I took. And you know how I have been talking to everybody about getting clean and not being high or drunk, to be outside your mind so you can hear God clearly, And God put on me, like, I won't let you do it. And I felt bad that I was trying to, I felt real bad that I was trying to get into a space, even through my pain, that I would not be able to hear what God is saying to me. And so I just sat in the car, and Eric came back out and said, no, we gonna go, And just riding home, I was just thinking about, even though I did make a mistake, even though I did drink and was trying to get drunk, because I was trying real hard to get drunk. I ain't gonna hold you. That I didn't get drunk and throw away everything that I had been working towards. And God's hand was on that too. I know God has something to do with me not being able to get drunk, because that was my full energy was set on that night. Okay, I even told Eric, I knew we should have went to the liquor store. I knew we should have went to the liquor store before we came out here. And the crazy thing is, I had just got back to editing my videos and stuff. I just took a break from it for the last 2 weeks. And, I post on YouTube, but I've been breaking the clips down to put on social media, because my videos are long, and God told me ain't nobody gonna sit there and watch all of that all the time. So to break it in little snippets so people can take it in. So I was going back over the older videos to break down those clips, and I was talking about how when I was previously getting drunk and driving, how God was covering me in my foolishness. And it hit me so hard, because I'm like, well, that's what God was doing the other day. Like, you was in sadness, foolishness, just not trying to turn up. You was grieving, but God still covered me in my foolishness, that He didn't even allow it to happen. And I'm so grateful for that. Because I am in a different place. I'm not that's not what I'm trying to do in my life. Like, it's just not the point I'm in. And I was trying not to feel and numb myself. And God wanted me to feel and get through it so I could be here today. So I could be at the point where I can talk to y'all and be lighter. I needed to cry, I needed to write, I needed to process it, so I can get on the other side of it. And I thank God for that. I thank God for continuing to show up to save me from myself. Cover me and protect me from not only the things from the outside, but from myself. All the enemy has to do is to get to your mind. To get in there and tell you, like, what God is telling you isn't the truth anymore. That heartbreak was telling me what God had shown me was not going to happen anymore. And God gave me somebody to, when I was at that point, spoke life into who I was. Reminded me who I was. And reminded me, you still believe it, right? I still believe it. I still believe it so strongly. I was just so overcome with grief. I just never seen it happen in that way, that once it did, ooh, it hit your girl like a train, okay? It hit me real hard, and I felt a little lost, and I was in a point of confusion, and I thank God He kept His hand on me. God's hand is always on you. And if I can speak to people grieving or hitting a point where you thought you were past or that you would never experience, don't go back to the things that you have overcome. Don't go backwards. You're moving forward, and warfare is hitting you to try to tell you you aren't who God is telling you you are. To tell you that you won't walk into the things God is showing you. And you will. You will, because God does not lie. God can't lie. That's the only thing God can't do is fail. If God showed it to you, it's going to happen. I was able to talk to my husband yesterday about trying again. He said, you sure you don't want to wait? I want to wait until I heal up from this surgery for sure. Okay. We're going to wait on that, but I'm not waiting because I'm scared it's going to happen again. I'm not worried about it. God told me it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Everything God showed me is going to come to pass. And when you get into a point where you start looking at things negatively and speaking negativity, that's what you project, and that's what you bring around you. So that's what the enemy wanted. That's what the devil wanted me to do, to start speaking against what God said. And I never did. I never did. I was hurt, and I would cry about it, but I never spoke it. I know words have power, and I never spoke against what God told me. Even if I cried about it, even if I felt it, I never spoke out against God. Because I do trust and I do believe God.